Well, our first guests this week are joining me here in studio, two executives from a company called Singlepoint Incorporated, SING is their stock symbol. To my far left, the president of the company, Mr. Will Ralston. Will, always good to see you.
Thanks, Don.
And of course, the CEO, Greg Lambert. Greg, it's a pleasure as always.
Well, thanks for having us.
Now, you guys are in Southern California this week, which first and foremost means something's going on. But you were also at an equities conference here in LA. Tell us how that went for you.
Well, it went well. You know, we've had a great week. We came out on Tuesday telling our shareholders that we finished our 2017 financials, and they are audited. So now we have 2016 and 17 done. We're immediately filing a Form 10, and we're going to be fully reporting. So the good news there is that we're going to be able to start attracting the institutional investors to not only buy our stock on the market, but also to invest into Singlepoint. And we already have inquiries from different financial institutions to invest 10 to 15 to 20 million in us. And what we're going to do with that money, we actually have 3 to 4 LOIs out there now that equal up to 15 to 20 million revenue.
Wow.
So we're going to raise that money and get that revenue. And our goal is to move up to the NASDAQ. So this is a great week for Singlepoint. The stock was up 40% on Tuesday. We did $2 million of trading, 50 million shares. So
Wow.
so we're moving in the right direction.
You know, a lot of people don't really realize how voluminous the filings are and how detailed they have to be when you're doing the audits. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I'm embarrassed to tell you how long it took us, so I'm not going to. But yes, it took us a lot of time and a lot of money, so we're really excited to get it done.
Now, Will, some of these acquisitions that you folks have targeted, and as Greg mentioned, you got LOIs out that you're getting ready to close. What are some of the things about these LOIs that attracted you?
Well, the biggest thing is that they're all revenue positive and they all have EBITDA. So we're looking at making some larger acquisitions in the range of 7 to 8 million top line revenue, and each of the companies is doing over $1 million in EBITDA. So very excited about that. The latest LOI we just signed with Phoenician Grinders is not quite that large, but they are profitable, and we're excited because they're an ancillary cannabis business, service provider. So very excited for that one. They have a great medical quality grinder for consumer use, and they're actually getting a patent pending on their commercial grade grinder. So we're very excited for them, and we have a lot of trust and excitement for that team.
Now, I know that you have headquarters in both Seattle and Phoenix. These companies, this particular company is located in Phoenix, so they're kind of your neighbors. Yeah,
exactly. And funny enough, the other one's actually in Seattle. So they've got a distribution warehouse out of Kent, actually. So we're pretty excited about that. And actually, the third one is in Phoenix as well.
Oh, great.
And they operate in 5 other states. So very excited for all 3 of these potential acquisitions. And Phoenician Grinders, we're very close to wrapping up that deal with.
Well, that's exciting. Now, Greg, we talked about this before in previous programs. It was kind of frustrating when Attorney General Jeff Sessions said some negative things about the cannabis industry. But apparently, President Trump has kind of usurped that and said some positive things about state sovereignty. So that's got to be good for the industry overall.
Yeah, well, unfortunately or fortunately, when one of these politicians says either good or bad, the stock really responds accordingly. And we did take a hit when Sessions said what he did. And of course, recently with Trump and the former Speaker of the House giving us positive news, the whole industry has come back a little bit, including us. But the good news is Trump has stated before that he's going to allow this up to the states about medical and recreational marijuana, and he's restated that again. So that's a great sign.
Well, Trump's a big supporter of state sovereignty for a lot of different things that he thinks the federal government should keep their fingers out of. Now, Will, with respect to these acquisitions, I mean, you've got these things getting ready to close as you expect. 2017 was a big acquisition year for you. Do you see more acquisitions on the horizon in 2018?
Absolutely. I think we've already got more deals in the pipeline than we did in 2017. We're only, here into April. So 2018 is going to be a huge year for Singlepoint in terms of acquisition, but we've also got a lot going on internally with internal project development, such as our last mile delivery application and some of our blockchain solutions and crypto payment solutions. So we're really wrapping up a lot of these projects, and they're so close to launching on a production side that 2018 overall, Singlepoint is in a very strong position to, one, acquire additional companies, and to two, launch these internal projects.
Almost out of time, but can you give us an update on the Kevin Harrington campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we shot the commercial in Phoenix. It's been a couple months now, so our team has been editing that commercial, and evidently this is the first time we've, you know, shot a national commercial, and it takes time. But they just sent us last week what they came up with. We like it, and we're moving forward with the commercial. Will may have a better idea on that, but I think that the commercial is probably going to come out within the next 30 days.
Your better idea?
There's been a lot of back and forths on the animation design and when to bring in Kevin and when to go back to animation. So as you know, that takes a lot of time and money, and if you need to change something, it's like a whole ordeal. So going back and forth between those edits has obviously taken a little longer than we would like to, but again, you know, first time experience, and we're working through it, and we're excited to get it fully out there.
Singlepoint Incorporated, S-I-N-G. Gentlemen, lots of stuff this week. Terrific update. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, and go sing.
Thanks, Don. Go sing.